Alright, I'll try and keep this concise. This is the platform I made for the back of my 2002 Chevy Silverado. I think the design will pretty much work for any truck. If you're cutting your pieces custom anyways, you can cut them for whatever your truck is. So I wanted this little middle runner to be right down the middle, and because I have this little rubber mat, I couldn't really lay it down inside of one of these slots perfectly the way I've seen some people do it. I wanted to be able to do it, kind of use it independently. And I want to be able to take all of this stuff out easily. I don't want it to be stuck in the back of my truck, so my truck becomes a permanent camper, which is not the idea of my pickup truck. So anyway, let me just show you. I have this middle beam, which I believe was a 1x10, or can't remember at this point, but I just measured it out to match up with where I want it, and I think I ended up getting one a little too small, which worked out okay because I needed to add these little stabilizers anyways to make it functional, especially for me to put together myself without having somebody helping me hold it up while I put the different pieces in place. So the real critical factor here is I wanted to be able to take out this side and have it just be a little platform on that side that I can still store my gear, but then I can have this side open for either big gear or even just to be able to put my feet down, because it's a big difference to be able to put your feet down when you're crawling around in a sleeping bag trying to get dressed and boots on and different stuff. So let me show you how it works. So these little 2x6s, they fit into those little slots in, sorry, the picture's not that good, but those little slots that most pickup trucks will have for like a 2x6. Anyway, the real key is this little, in the middle here, I made these little joints that have, I don't even know what to call this, but I just went to the hardware store and looked around until I saw something that would make a joint, and then I just actually used a chisel. I'm sure there's better tools out there, and I made a little slot here and just screwed these on. So now I can take out this whole left side, and this whole side is independent, and it'll stand up on its own. Now for it to be the most stable, I got to leave that back one in, but it does work without that back one. Just if I really got rolling around, this little middle thing could tip that way, but it's pretty stable even without. Now I'll go ahead and put it together one piece at a time and show you what it looks like. Here's this big panel. I'm going to go ahead and slide it in place. Alright, there's the big panel slid into place. And once again, if I wanted, I could have left these dudes out and had that whole side open. That was really what I really wanted the most, because I probably won't actually keep the whole thing in the back when I'm actually using it for camping. So, and these were nice here. You can get these from Walmart or Target or wherever. Make it easier to get your stuff out. I did the other side with these smaller panels. I just cut it in half and carpeted them individually because I wanted to be able to kind of have options, I guess, or even be able to take them out a lot easier, because that bigger panel is a little bit more of a pain to work with. But I imagine I wanted the continuity there without a seam. I don't know, doesn't matter. Alright, that's the last panel in, and really very easy to get in and out. Now you'll notice, since my 2x6 is pretty far in a good ways, this spot right here is kind of wobbly, and so now it wouldn't really matter that much. You're going to be laying down back there, but I went ahead and built this little simple frame, and it just slides underneath right here. This would be easier to do if I had somebody on the camera, but I don't right now. Okay, and that gives that last little bit of support which is kind of nice. Anyway, that's it. Hopefully this helps somebody else out. YouTube's given me a lot. I wouldn't have been able to build this. Well, I would have, but YouTube gave me a lot of good ideas. A couple other guys had some really great videos on how to do something similar to this. Pretty low maintenance.